Caleb Webster, co-founder and president at Webster Fulfillment. So Webster was founded officially about 4 years ago, just north of 4 years. Most of our team has been together for an extended period of time beyond that 4 years. We were fulfilling for a couple of in-house brands prior to taking our services to market as a 3PL. So a big portion of the lines that we serve in our client mix is in the apparel space, specifically flat pack apparel. Majority of it is D2C, direct commerce, some B2B. And then we branch out into some other areas. Another big example would be the electronic space. We have some medical supplies, a good mix of product offerings. So all in, my leadership team has north of 10 years experience working with ShipHero. Since day one, it's been user interface and the simplicity of being able to train our team. We're nothing without our team, and it's just a really easy platform to get our team members up to speed, trained, and have them picking orders. Plenty of examples where we can have somebody in the door, trained, and out on the floor picking orders in a matter of 30, 45 minutes. So the training really for us doesn't just go into new hires or new employees. Probably the most difficult, quote unquote, part of being a 3PL is handling spikes in volume, right? Every Wednesday is not the same, every Friday is not the same, and then certainly peak seasons are not always the same. Obviously, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is a huge time for our business, and so with ShipHero, we're able to take members of our team from other areas that are not traditionally on the floor picking every day and get them up to speed, show them how to use, whether we're on the floor using an iPad or we're at the packing station packing out orders. Well, I think in the 3PL world, there are challenges every day, right? So, in a tight labor market, it's figuring out how to be able to manage influxes in volume and increasing productivity and efficiency and being able to do that in a proper way. The customer support team, we've had some great contacts. We've made some long-lasting relationships with the customer support team. Have been able to get resolution to most of our issues or errors that come up along the way. So I think that's been a great experience. The biggest one, you can probably see it behind us, we rolled automation just north of 3 years ago, and being able to have a WMS platform that could take the automation platform and merge together and give us the capacity and bandwidth for the market that we needed to serve. Apparel is not typically the easiest line to fulfill for, and I think when we mastered that, it made the ease of mastering some other lines maybe a little bit easier. Apparel in the flat pack apparel space, specifically the D2C world, typically has large SKU counts. So, we have brands that have north of 15,000 SKUs under their brand. Most of that is, low quantity per SKU. So you have a big pick space and have to have a big pick path. So us being able to figure that out and figure out how to make that work efficiently and effectively, I think has made fulfilling for some other lines maybe just a touch easier. I would say to someone using or considering using the ShipHero services to just do your homework, right? There are a lot of users using ShipHero, and there's a reason for that. I think a big portion of that is in the trainability and then just the simplistic nature of the user interface. We rarely get an occasion where a team member doesn't enjoy or like using ShipHero. So from that standpoint, a morale standpoint, it's pretty simple. Most of our workforce is very familiar with iOS devices and thus is pretty comfortable using the ShipHero interface on the iOS. Packing station, same story. The productivity tracking has gotten much better in the recent history, and we love having packing competitions and pulling competitions and using the Hero board to really tie those together. We have packers that are extremely competitive, and being able to give them real-time line of sight to where they're at, what their packing numbers are, how they look from a competition standpoint is crucial and huge. What I like most about ShipHero is the user interface and the simplicity, right? Like, this is not a complicated business, although some days feel complicated. And I feel like ShipHero does a really good job focusing on what we need and what we need out of a WMS and not overcomplicating it, right? So whether that's from a management standpoint or an employee standpoint, it's just a really simple interface and concept to grasp. Our company's vision is to continue growing, and it would be our hope and desire would be to, ShipHero continues to grow with us as we grow our client bases.